500er Fendt-Modelle gibt es seit den 90er Jahren erstmal.
The 500 series Fendt models have been around since the 1990s, starting with the Fendt Favorit 500 series with 4- and 6-cylinder models and the iconic 515 with its distinctive sound.
Die neue 500er Vario Baureihe.
The new 500 Vario series was unveiled in September 2012 as part of the opening of the new plant. The 516 was the first tractor to roll off the new assembly line. Walter, you were responsible for the series. What was so special about this model?
Yes, as you said, the 515, legendary. The pressure on us developers was enormous, of course, to present a new 500 series with Vario transmission. And what must be said here, the 516 160 horsepower class with 4-cylinder engines was, of course, a huge discussion. Would we be able to convince customers to choose a 4-cylinder series over a 6-cylinder series? Looking back, I would say it was an absolute success.
And what horsepower class were you targeting?
Here with the 500 series, we were looking at 120 to 160 horsepower, and as I said earlier, 160 horsepower with a 4-cylinder engine. In development, we had to pay close attention to smoothness and noise levels to ensure that we were at least on par with the 6-cylinder engine. And we succeeded in creating one of the quietest vehicles on the market with this model.
And how did you manage to attract former 6-cylinder customers?
You can tell customers lots of stories. The easiest thing is to get in the cab and drive. If you see that you can now drive 50 kilometers at reduced speed, we have a mechanically suspended cab. We have revised the combustion technology in the 4-cylinder engine so that we also achieved significantly better noise levels and, of course, electronically controlled engines with a different speed and torque behavior so that customers could really feel and experience this for themselves.
And overall, the sales figures were good in Germany and also in Europe.
We got off to a very strong start in Germany, of course, and we were active in Europe. But we also brought this vehicle to North America. Not in large numbers, but the North American market welcomed this vehicle in certain areas.
Internationalization is a great topic and has been a major focus for us over the last 10 to 15 years. A successful model of the 516 series.
Absolutely. Of course, we also have to enter international markets, but we also have to meet the requirements of those markets. North American markets work differently than European markets. There are different laws. For example, the 3-point suspension is different. So you have to take these things into account, because otherwise you won't be successful in these countries. And we implemented this with the 5115 series, and of course, with the 500 series, which was the little brother of the 700 series. This meant that we were able to introduce the technology of the large tractors into the small tractors, into the mid-range tractors, so that we could also offer technology such as track guidance systems and headland management in a mid-range tractor. And that's what made the 500 series so special.
The special feature of the 4-cylinder engine is its smooth running compared to the 6-cylinder engine. How did you manage to make it similar to the 6-cylinder engine?
As you know, the 6-cylinder engine is naturally a quiet engine with more torque and smoother running. With this vehicle, when we presented the first prototypes, our agricultural technology specialist, Max Ott, who always had a notepad with him, took this notepad, placed it on the fender, and when it vibrated, he said, "Friends, go back to your design office. We're not where we need to be yet." That drove us forward. And so we worked on this vehicle piece by piece, as I said, with different combustion technology and different cabin decoupling, until the vehicle was really quiet.